Ghosts of War, best day so far. Dear Heather, hey babe, how are you? Hope everything is going well back home. We don't have a date to come home yet, but it's coming. God, I can't wait. But guess what? I think I had the best day so far since I've been stuck in this damn place. It doesn't really make up for the 200 bad days, but it's something. I guess I'll start from the top. My first task of the day was to go finish a job I was working on yesterday with a scoop loader. Yesterday I took the green military loader because our Caterpillar loader was being serviced by the cat guys. Today the cat was finished and I got to take it out. What a relief. See, the difference between military equipment and civilian equipment is that civilian equipment is designed with the operator in mind. Most military junk is built so it kind of runs okay, and then a sort of chair is just fastened on top of it all. The cat is so smooth to operate as opposed to the cruel ragdoll tossing that goes on in the green loader. Plus, the cat is air conditioned, so I don't have to perspire in places that haven't been wet since childbirth. Sorry, that was gross. After my morning task, I went to the really good chow hall for lunch. It's on the Air Force side of the camp and has just started using real plates and silverware. Since I usually walk to chow, I eat at the closer one, which uses plastic plates and forks. Our squad leader loaned a bunch of us a Humvee, and we drove across base to feel human again. I eat with forks that don't break, and they try to stab carrots and off plates that don't have compartments. It's really odd what the Army makes you appreciate: hot showers, dry feet, plates. In the afternoon, I finished up a project we were also working on yesterday. We had to unload tents and tent poles from a storage container. After taking them out, we loaded them on pallets and then loaded the pallets onto 3 tractor trailers. There were a lot of tents, and it was 115 degrees out, so that wasn't great. But get this, the reason we were loading them was to give them away to another unit. We no longer need them. And we were lightening our load for when we come home. Yes, I said home. There's a light at the end of the tunnel, and I saw it today. We are starting to conduct inventories and other stuff that will eventually lead to our departure from this place. It's pretty exciting. After the tents, there were cots that also had to be tossed. While we were behind our barracks loading the cots, the shower guy came over. I think I've told you about him, but I'll clarify anyway. He's the civilian who lives in a tent behind our shower and bathroom trailers and gets paid to keep them clean. He does an excellent job, and he's very nice. I try to talk to him sometimes, but he's from India and doesn't speak English very well. Nonetheless, he's extremely friendly, and we all appreciate the work he does for us. Anyway, he came over and asked us to make table, as he pointed to a stack of plywood lying on the ground. Karen and I asked the supply sergeant for tools, and we started building. We came to find out that he meant shelf rather than table, and after a very long, confusing discussion about dimensions and whatnot, damn language barriers, we got it built. It had sides, a back, and 3 shelves, and it fit perfectly in the little nook in his tent. He was very appreciative and thanked us a number of times. We figured it was the least we could do for what he does for us. After we brought the shower guy his shelf, we were off duty, and I walked to the gym. I had a good workout, and I followed it up with a great dinner at the Closet Chow Hall. I was by myself since my usual workout partner is on mission for a few days. So I sat at the end of the empty table. A civilian came and sat across from me. He spoke very good English, and I came to discover that he works as a translator for the military. I've tried talking to a handful of Iraqi civilians, but most are pretty limited in their English skills. It's usually hard to have an in-depth conversation with them. I decided that this was a rare chance, so I took it. I asked the translator if he thought Iraq was better than it was a few years ago. The insurgents are getting worse, but the government, our freedom, the way life are much better, he said. 5 years ago, if I had said I do not like Saddam, I would have been killed. He said that now the people of Iraq have the freedom to do and say as they wish without fear, and that most are very grateful. He says the ones who don't like the changes are those in the cities like Tikrit, Mosul, Baghdad, Samarra, Fallujah. You know, the cities always in the news. But the people in the little villages love our efforts. That explains why it feels like we're in a parade when we convoy. I asked him why there was such a difference in opinion. The people in the cities had money and power before the U.S. came here, he said. They didn't need your help. He also pointed out that most of the country is made up of small villages and towns. A small minority hold the entire country's power, and it is they who oppose our cause. He mentioned that insurgents attacked a water tower with rockets a few days ago. I asked him why they would do that, since it doesn't hurt anyone but the locals who use the tower. Because they're crazy, he said. There was no Americans to kill, so they attacked their own people. They have to destroy something. We talked a little more about what I do, and I finished my meal. I got up and offered his hand. I shook it, and he thanked me for talking to him and for helping his country. Just thought I'd share that with you. I'll send an email to everyone, too, but I'm pretty tired right now. So, good night, babe. Love you. Miss you. Ryan.